My name's Eamon Bishop. I'm a Keizer resident, and I live in the Gubser neighborhood. In fact, if you go to the new pedestrian tunnel that goes under the tracks, our house is that last yard with the basketball court. I'd like to say, I've written to the police department before. They have done the best job with their volunteers and their community service people coming down to our neighborhood, excuse me, and checking that tunnel. They do it at least once a week. They look for graffiti, they remove trash and glass, and they also patrol the back of the Keizer Station, behind Lowe's in that area where there's been lots of trouble. So I'd like to thank them for that. My career has been spent in public service. I began as a police officer when I was 21. I also worked as a professional firefighter, and when I retired, I was working as a police commander and acting chief of police. My time in the law enforcement agencies gave me 7 years of professional experience with department administration and work with municipal government, work with county government, work with state government. I also felt that it was important to take imagination and cut costs in our police department where we could, and do our own in-house artwork, our own in-house publishing, and save hundreds, if not thousands of dollars on, it's just small ideas and some bigger ones as well. Some of the unique talents I think I bring, and my past is not really that exciting. I took an early retirement from my law enforcement job, and I now work as an iconographer out of my home, and I raised my last 2 boys. I've got 5. The reason I decided to run was because I felt the government needed change. With all due respect to the national candidates, there's some that give an example of politics that we don't want. My plan is to run as a public servant. I think if you're an elected official, you should be strictly a public servant and nothing else. I've given some opinions on my wants and my dreams for Keizer, but I've also said in the same breath that what I want as a counselor is absolutely irrelevant. The public servant takes what they want, sets that aside, and they take what the people want. Besides being dirty from painting our car, my knuckles are worn out from knocking on doors for this campaign. But it came to me the other day that we go knock on doors now, but it's more important that after the election we go out and knock on doors and find out still, keep communication going, find out what people want. I'd like to work on developing communications with the public so that people don't have to come into meetings. Come in late at night, you've worked a job, your wife's worked a job, you've got children at home. I want to set up something like a website that would say, thank you, here's what the council is specifically talking about, not just an agenda, not talking about 5th Street Bridge, but we're going to talk about what's going on around the bridge, how it's going to affect our neighborhood, what you might want to come in and listen to, or what you might want to think about saying. I'm obviously a proponent of law enforcement. I'm also a proponent of just the 3 basic services: law enforcement, public works, and planning. I think those 3 services are what bring quality of life to a town. And the last thing, obviously I'm not a polished speaker. I can write circles around someone when I'm writing stories, but I cannot speak in public. The Statesman Journal did an interview with me, and they said, what's the biggest problem that Keizer faces? Give us 3 examples. And I said, council relations, council relations, council relations. We don't have a crystal ball, which is our biggest problem in Keizer right now. We all know the current problems that we have, but we don't know what's coming up tomorrow. But we do know that if we have an open, transparent, communicative, public service government, that these problems will be solved effectively and efficiently and low cost.